Yes, hello, what's going on, my misfits? I gotta get a name for you guys. Should I say misfits? Should I say roomies? Misfit roomies? I don't know yet, but we need a saying, we need a something, we need a name for our group. But hello everybody. Welcome back to whatever this is. I haven't decided if it's a podcast or a show yet. I have no idea, but welcome back to another episode. It is Friday, and as I promised, I would be doing this every Friday. I am about 15 minutes late, but who's counting? Me. Obviously, I'm the only one counting. But hey, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great week, and if you didn't, the next one's right around the corner, so you'll get to do over pretty soon. But yeah, hi, and again, I don't know how long I'm gonna have this weird awkward streak, but just have some patience with me. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Anyways, I guess we should just start off by saying I'm trying to have a structure with this that makes sense, and I have nothing that makes sense as of yet. But I guess I'll just start off by talking about how my week was. Pretty much not much has gone on. I played hooky from work on Monday just because I just didn't feel like it. Sometimes you just have one of those days where you don't want to interact with anybody and it's a mental health thing, okay? I took a mental health day. I didn't want to go to work and I said, you know what, today I'm staying home. And after that and going back to work on Tuesday, I felt pretty good. Until yesterday being Thursday, I had a moment. And actually, they started on Wednesday night, but I had a moment. So, long story short, is that a, I had a cracked tooth, like a molar, like the giant, like molars in the back, like the very last one on the top. I had it cracked. It's been cracking and getting bigger and bigger since like the beginning of time. I had it like that for years, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and I just kept ignoring it because I'm poor, working class, and I have no money. And I said, I'm not going to spend money to try and get a root canal and fix it or whatever the heck it is that I need to fill up my cavities and my messed up. Look at my teeth. They're disgusting. They're all crooked and whatever. And I said, I don't listen. I don't have money to do this. So I just kept ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. And there have been a couple times where like pain, it would just like flare up and like be annoying that I would have to have a painkiller or whatever and just like chillax and sit and like hold like ice to my face or maybe have like warm tea or something. I would just have moments, but after a couple hours after taking the painkiller, it would go away. Sadly and unfortunately for me, time has finally caught up to me and it wasn't happening like that anymore. My mouth said, "No, ma'am, this is it. You need to take it off." And it was time to come off. So pretty much on Wednesday night, I forgot what I did to it. I guess I ate. I think I was eating popcorn, and when you eat popcorn, the fun part is fishing out all the little bits and pieces of the kernel out of your mouth. So I was doing that, and I think I just picked a little too hard in that tooth that was cracked because obviously there was something in it, obviously, because there was a big hole and it was cracked. And I guess I went too far that night, and it was just horrible. It just started like aching and then throbbing, and then dumb me. I didn't really like eat. So then I went and had a shake, but the shake was like really cold. So that was a problem. So once I drunk it, hello, a big open hole in my mouth, in my tooth. I drunk it. Something cold in your teeth is not gonna work if you have a broken tooth. So I did that, and boy, did I make it worse to the point where I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep for the life of me. I tried. I went to bed like around 11 or so, maybe even earlier than that. I was watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Man, that show is something else. I have to talk about it maybe one day, one of these days. But that Real Housewives of Atlanta is the drama is insane. And anyways, I'm on a tangent. So basically, I went to bed like around 10:30, maybe 11, and then I woke up at like 12:55, couldn't sleep, in pain, suffering, and I said, "Yeah, that's not gonna work." So I took a painkiller. 2 hours later or so, I woke up at like 2:55, almost 3, couldn't sleep again, aching, crying to myself. Nobody was awake, just me. And I took another one. Then I went to bed and slept for another couple of hours. Woke up around like maybe 6 something. And I said, you know what? If it hasn't gone away by now, it's not gonna go away like at all at this point. Like it's time to come out. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to work. F it. I'm not going to work. I'm not doing it. So at 6 o'clock, I decided I'm not going because usually I wake up at 6 and get ready to leave at 7, and then I get there whatever. And then by 6 o'clock when I was awake, I was like, yeah, it's not happening. So I just didn't go. And obviously, when you're in pain, you want to go to the dentist and sort it out. So at about 7 o'clock, I'm on my phone scrolling and scrolling, looking for a dentist. I have one supposedly that's on my insurance plan, and we're gonna talk about insurance in a second because that's another thing that like grinds my gears, insurances. So I was on my phone and I was looking for dentists. How was the plural of dentist? Denti? I was looking for a dental office, and I reminded myself, or I remembered that I had one that my mom said was in our plan or whatever. They open at 8. I'm like, okay, great. Like even better because there were other ones that like open at 9. I don't know why most dentist offices open at 9. It's the weirdest thing ever. I like noticed that every other like doctor's office opens up like at 8, 8:30. This one's like all of the dentist offices for like, with the exception of like one or two, opened at like 9, which is the weirdest thing to me ever. Anyway, so I found one and it opened at 8 o'clock. I got there at 8 o'clock on the dot. Now, mind, I got there at 7:59 on the dot, and I still walked in, even though they don't open till 8. And I walked right in, and I said, "Listen, I have a cracked tooth. I don't know an appointment, but like I need it taken out today." And the little pretty lady behind the counter, who's probably my age too, which was like another annoying part of it. It's just like, because I know how I can be annoying. Like I used to work at a doctor's office, even younger. Like when I was like 19, I was like a front desk supervisor, which is like, but listen, listen. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So, um, I get there and I'm like, hey, I need to get this tooth out. It hurts, yada yada yada. And the first thing that she just says, well, we don't have a surgeon in here today. So, yeah. And then she continues to say, but do you have any insurance? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, well, either way, you would have to see like a regular dentist, and then they would have to refer you to a surgeon to remove it. But she's saying all this stuff, and it sounds like Charlie Brown to me. I was like, a second ago, you just told me you don't have a surgeon today. So what's the point of me coming? What's the point of me staying here, having an appointment with this whoever this doctor is, to not be seen today either way? Because you like, I need this removed today, like now, and you're telling me that you don't have the surgeon that's supposed to do it in the office. So what? She proceeds to be like, well, the doctor can see you today. I was like, well, what the? I wanted to reach over the counter. I was like, you stupid young. Even though we were probably the same age, I don't know. I was like, but you stupid little. I was like, I looked in her face and I was very calm because normally I'm a person who likes to just scream. Not scream, but I like to like I get triggered so easily. I really need to go to health 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 man what the fuck to anger management classes or whatever. And I calmly collected myself and I said, what is the point of me staying here for an appointment if I can't even see a surgeon? What's the point? And I'm getting text messages. Hold on. I'm like, what's the point? Why? For what? And I didn't even look in her eye because if I looked in her eye, it would have been something, and I would have literally exploded. So and then I left. And then I remembered a long time ago I got the same tooth. Well, the second same kind of. It was like the second molar on the top on this side. For the same reason it kept cracking, and I kept eating like nuts and like hard things, and I kept eating it and cracking it more, being young and stupid. So I remember that place that I went to years ago, and I said, "Oh, perfect, I'll go there." Didn't open till 9, and I said, "Okay, we're gonna calm down. We're gonna go home. We're gonna consume a whole bunch of pills. We're gonna relax, and we're gonna wait till 9 o'clock." So I got back home, continued to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta until it was finally time to go. And at 9 o'clock on the dot, I show up and I say, "Hey, listen, I gotta get this tooth pulled out." Oh, the surgeon that does that doesn't come in until like 11:30 or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna die today. I'm like, oh my god. And I said, all right, listen, look, Make me the appointment and I'll come back. I don't care. I'll be the first. Make me the first one. I'll come back. Whatever. Makes me the appointment. I come back, and I think my mom had like a she had gotten a prescription for I think like 800 milligrams or whatever from a doctor for this pain thing that she's having. So she gave it to me, and I was just like, "What's the difference? I already had two that are like 500. It's about 1,000. It still hurts." Okay, I took it again. I took another one, but then again, I had taken those like earlier in the morning at like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. So I said, "Fuck it, whatever." I took the 800 milligram one, and I went on. I went on about my day, and finally 11 ish 30 rolls around, and I get there. Can you stop barking? Can you stop barking? I can't have people come over to my house and he acts like it's the militia. Anyway, so I get there at 11:30 and you made me lose my train of thought. Honestly, dogs, I'm telling you. So I get there at 11:30. Another thing that happened actually the day before is that I lost my freaking debit card in the span of like 2 minutes or a minute, even less than that. I lost my freaking debit card because I was trying to be sneaky and I left my job because usually, I go on my break time. I have an hour. I'll go in and I'll do my stuff and I'll come back. But lately I've been coming in late that I don't have a full hour. So it was like around like 3 o'clock. And I said, you know what? I'm a good employee. Fuck it. I'm gonna go. So at 3 o'clock, I took my happy ass. I took my debit card. I usually take my wallet, but this time I was like, I want to be inconspicuous or whatever that word is, conspicuous, whatever. So I just took my card only and my key fob that helps me go in and out the building and stuff like that. So I'm walking with my phone and my earpods, having a good time, listening to stuff. I get to Publix. I get my Red Bull, and then I leave. As soon as I pay, excuse me, my goodness. As soon as I pay, I'm leaving. I put the card. Like, how do I explain it? It's a simple. Here's my because this is like the key pass that like you hold up to the thing to like grant access to places. I put my card on top of that against my phone, and I'm like walking, and then like I do this thing where I have to like check things like 1,000 times until like I'm fine with it. That literally after taking like not even 10 footsteps, maybe 15, like out of Publix, like trying to cross the street, I double check my hand again just to make sure I have it, and I don't have it. I don't have it. Literally, it was like 15 steps from the entrance of Publix to like where the road is to like cross the street to get to my job. Gone, gone. And I said, hold up, hold up. It's literally been like 2 seconds before I just left. Hold up, because I paid with it, put it in my thing, and I went about my day, and I went and I left. So I retraced my steps and I said, it's been only 2 seconds. It's on the floor somewhere. Turn around and look down. It's not there. I make it all the way back to Publix. I even asked the cashier. I was like, did I leave? Like, I know I didn't, but did I? She says, no, nothing, nothing. So I'm leaving. And not for nothing, but there's like three people like standing. One person here, another person here, another person here. Just standing outside, whatever, doing their thing, waiting for somebody or doing something. I have no idea. And I'm pretty sure one of them freaking stole my card. Like confirmed, like I know for sure one of them has my card because the minute because I ignored, like I don't like looking at people, I don't like doing small talk and stuff like that, so I like keep my head down and like go, and like I don't want to be bothered. But by the time I came back out and I turned around to like, hello, where's my card, they were all like avoiding eye contact with me. I'm like, one of you heifers, one of you have my card and I know it. But thank goodness, like literally like when I left and I put it behind my phone, and then I was walking, and like 2 seconds later when I was like, double checking as I normally do, I realized I wasn't there. The first thing I did before I panicked, I went on my app and like I turned it off, and then I started looking for it. Thank God I did that, whatever. Even though I doubt that nowadays people can use it, because I think most of the time you need PIN numbers. I know before you can use it like as a credit card and just hit enter and it like works as a credit card and you don't have to put your PIN in or whatever. But I still turned it off. Yeah, thank goodness. Never found it. I said, you know what? I'll just turn it off. There's no sense in trying to like go crazy for it. Just go back to work, chill out, and just order a new card. So that's exactly what I did. Why am I talking about my card? Anyways, back to the main story. I had to go to the dentist. So come around at 11:30. I'm at my dentist appointment. This is a long story. I thought it was gonna be a quick story. It's not. Coming back. I'm back at the dentist. It's 11:30. I remember I don't have my debit card. I didn't feel like using my credit card because I just once I swipe, I can't stop. So and I've been paying it off. So I was like, if I swipe, it's gonna keep swiping and swiping, and I don't want to do that. And I yeah, anyway. So I remembered before I left, I took my checkbook that I haven't used in years, but thank goodness it still works. Right? I hope it does because I wrote a check. So I get there and I'm like, she tells me, oh, it's gonna be this much for the exam, and then whatever the doctor ends up doing, we're gonna tell you like at the end or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Do you guys take check? And she's like, no, we take cash and card. And I'm like, it's a situation. That's a situation. And normally, me, I'm a hothead. I would blow up and be like, and lose my mind. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna calm down because this is not gonna help anybody. So I went, I sat back down, and I was on the phone with my bank, and I guess I was like very loud when I was talking. I was like, yeah, I need like, is there a way that I can get like a temporary number or a card or something like over the phone so that I can use it? I'm at a doctor's office, and like I could have very well gone to the bank and back, but I didn't know how much the exam was gonna be, so I didn't want to take out this amount of money and then like, oh, I'm missing this much, and then I have to go back and like I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I was like, if you can't tell me upfront how much everything is gonna be, then you can expect me to go to the bank, get that amount. Like, I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm not. Even though the bank was like literally like less than 2 minutes away, I was gonna do it. So I sat on my phone and whatever. I was trying to talk to these people, which is the weirdest thing ever. I don't know how people, especially doctors' offices, who are like old people, a lot of the time go and they pay with checks. I would know. I worked at a doctor's office. I got a lot of checks. You know, little cute little old men and women writing their checks. I think it's cute. So, me thinking they would accept it. I go and they tell me no. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm on the phone. And then 2 minutes later, the same woman comes out and she goes, oh, um, is the check under your name? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why would I have it? Yes, it's my checkbook. Like, what the? I was like so annoyed. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, and she's like, oh, they said it was okay as long as it's in your name. And I'm like, they be doing that at doctor's offices, just giving checks. That's not it. I was like, whatever. I was like, okay, cool, fine. Anyways, they let me back. And I sort of remembered how the first one, like the first procedure went when I got this first tooth taken out. It was a lady, it was a woman that did it the first time, and she was very nice and gentle and whatever, and like tried to like not, whatever. She numbed me up, she gave me anesthesia in my mouth or whatever, so I wouldn't feel much. She was just very gentle and took her time, and it wasn't like when I remembering it back, it wasn't that awful. This time, I'm pretty sure I'm traumatized, and at one point, I felt like the guy doctor because the lady doctor wasn't there that day. I felt like, for a fact, this man doctor that took my tooth out has traumatized me for life because I felt like at one point my jaw was like dislocated for like 5 seconds. It was so, oh my goodness, and I was like crying from the pain of like my tooth ache from like the entire day. That's what I was crying from, but they were thinking that I was crying because like I'm like scared. I was like, it's not even that. I was like, I know like once it's over, it's gonna be done. But I was just so in pain that I was just crying because it hurt so much, the tooth. But they had numbed me up and did all that stuff that I wasn't crying about that. Like, oh my god, I'm scared. People are so loud. I was like, I'm not scared about that. So I'm doing something. How are your bees? He's home. You got him? I'm busy. What are you doing? I'm doing something. I have to lock the door because I don't get privacy in my own home. Okay. I'm not opening the door. I'm not opening the door. Jesus, it's like everybody. You need no space. I do it later. I do it later. I can't do it right now. My door's closed. I'm busy. Oh, that's unfortunate. My door's closed too. forget that I am part of a Hispanic Latino household, and your room is fair game to your aunts, your uncles, your little sisters, your brothers, your cousins, and everybody wants to come in and bother me, and even lock in the door does nothing. I lost my train of thought. Where was I? I gotta like rent a room in Canada every once in a while. Um, where was I? Oh my goodness. See, I have a fluid train of thought. Anyway, so right, the man doctor. So the other lady doctor, when I first did it, was very calm, cool, and collected. And this doctor was a man doctor because mine wasn't there that day, the one that I went to before. And he starts talking about my name because my name is Genesis. And when people start talking about, oh, my name is in the Bible, I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Do you know what your name means? Do you know it's a car? Do you know it's in the Bible? Yada, yada, yada. Are you religious? Do you go to church? And all this other stuff. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. He starts talking about all of that while my mouth is numbing up and like getting all anesthesiaed up and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't right now. I can't. Like half my face is going numb, and like he's trying to ask me questions, and I'm like, dear, now at this point, because I'm not that religious, I'm like, dear Lordy Jesus Christ, oh my goodness, asking me all these questions. Finally, my face is numb, and he starts going through the procedure. And so, like, you can never be prepared for when your tooth is getting like extracted because it's so like it just all right, here we go. So I'm like numbed up, and he starts going and pulling away at pieces and whatever. But I guess I didn't realize that the way that they have to do it is like pull the entire tooth out. I thought they're gonna go in there, start cracking and taking like when you crush a bottle, you pick pieces and pieces out, whatever. I thought that's what they were gonna do. That's not what they did. And so he's basically in there with like a in my mind, I feel like it was like a plier because he was trying to like pull it out. So he's in there with pliers trying to take it out. And I hear cracking and all this stuff. I don't really feel it. He says, you're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel pressure this whole time with this light pressure, the way he was talking to me. And I was like, it's not light pressure anymore. And I guess like he had to go back in with a little more anesthesia because I was like, even though it's not like pain, it's like really like hard pressure. It was too much. Like at one point, I was getting ready to swing and punch at him and his like assistant. So he goes in and he puts more anesthesia, and then he goes back in. But he has like these compared to the woman doctor who has like small dainty hands. She was able to like maneuver my small mouth. This guy has a big hand, and he's in there pulling at my molar. And then at one point, because I guess my tooth when they pulled it out, it was like long. Like I had a long molar. They said when they pulled it out, they're like, wow. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, anyways. So at one point he's trying to pull, and my mouth is open, and like I can feel him like trying to pull this way, pushing my like mouth that way. I swear to you, my jaw was like dislocated for like 2.2 seconds, and then I was like, what the heck? So yeah, long story short, I had my tooth pulled out yesterday. My entire face, not my entire face, but like from my nose, the way that I think he did it weird. And from my nose here into here, I was like numb that I couldn't feel my nose, and like I had like this big gauze in my mouth. I think it's like the same gauze that when people get their wisdom teeth taken out. I had that in my mouth. Couldn't talk. I was so hungry because I didn't eat the entire day because it was too painful to like try and eat something. And when I got home, I freaking drank another one of those like nutritional chocolate shakes or whatever. I had one of that, and that didn't hold me down for that long. So I was pretty much hungry until like I kept having I took another pain medication, and then I was fine. And then yeah, that. And then another thing that I was going to say as to why I hate healthcare is number one, my insurance is not like insurance that covers anything. My insurance is a discount plan. So tell me how I had to pay. Like maybe it's cheap for other people, but for me, it's too much to pay $258 to take out a tooth. I was like, that's like, I paid it even though like I had it, but like I wish I didn't have to. I had, thankfully, this time around $250 to spare. Not to spare, really, but I could, like, maneuver my way out of, my other bills. But, like, sheesh. Oh, my goodness. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, healthcare or health insurance is, like, what is it? What is it for? It's like car insurance. What is it for? You have it, but when you use it, it's useless. it's a discount plan, she says, and that they discounted, I guess, however much it was. Either way, it came out to come out as like it came out to be like $258. Excuse me, I had a burp. And after that, the doctor sent me like a prescription to go pick up at CVS or whatever. Turns out, and I go pick it up, and I'm thinking it's the strong ones, take one and then you're done. Tell me how he gave me like prescribed to me over the counter medication that was 400 milligrams of ibuprofen, which was like for $9. And again, I'm using my insurance at my CVS to pick this up. $9 for some ibuprofen that I could have bought myself, or I already have in my drawer. That's like 500 milligrams that I think I bought like at $6. I was like, you're serious right now? So that was a whole other thing. You know what? Whatever. Just get over it. So that is what my day was yesterday, pretty much. Yeah. Long story short, 30 minutes later, I hate the government. That is where I'm at. So got my tooth pulled, and fuck America, basically, is where we're at. Anyways, enough of me. I have quite a few things lined up to talk about right quick for today. We're going to get into the whole I forgot what the title was for my own video. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about Gabbie Hanna in a second. We're going to talk about Andrew Tate trying to give the world an apology that honestly nobody wants to hear, at least me. Maybe his little tater tots care about. I really don't. And how a couple of the celebrities now in this world truly don't care about the state of the earth right now, and it's slightly concerning. But hey, celebrities will be celebrities, am I right? Let's see, I'm trying to set this up. I'm trying to see which one I should talk about first. Hopefully my mic is back on. I muted it. I'm so like unprofessional that I put this up, I put that up, and I forget to like loop it. I'm supposed to like loop it so that it keeps going because it only runs for 30 seconds. And then I was like on my phone trying to like deal with something. And then it came back and I looked up and I'm like, wait a second, why am I seeing myself right now? So yeah, it is just, again, sometimes part of being part of a Latino family is just any and everybody, no matter what day it is, especially on a Friday. I mean, come on, especially on a Friday, everybody's here. It's not all the time, but every other time it's just like there's constantly people in and out of the house, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I need an office. Okay, let's see. I was gonna do like a TikTok live, because apparently, that's like people, that's how you get views and stuff like that. But like, I've been discombobulated. I didn't even put it on my Instagram now that I'm talking about it, that I was gonna go live, and now here I am. Not even whatever. Whatever. I was just gonna post it, but now whatever. Fuck it. This is a bad episode anyway to begin with. Forget it. We're just gonna leave it at that. Let's see. What am I gonna talk about first? All right. I'm gonna be trying the G Fuel. I was gonna try sushi. I haven't been able to find sushi lately. I don't know why. Usually, I've seen people get them at Publix. I don't know if I'm just like not looking for it right. I'm thinking I hate Publix. I don't know if I haven't been like looking for it properly, but couldn't find sushi. But I did recently find that there was a there's like G Fuel, which is like the Twitch streamers like choice of like drink and stuff. So I got one of those. I did not get multiple drinks because it just don't need to be on that. I don't need to have 4 or 5 different flavors opened up that I'm gonna go to waste. I just picked one, and maybe I'll try another one on the next one. But I only picked up one. It's in the refrigerator, cooling up because I completely forgot. And I put it in there like maybe like an hour or so ago. So we're gonna check it out and see. Hopefully it's cold. I got the PewDiePie one. It doesn't have a flavor on it, which is weird. So I looked it up and I think it says like cherry something. So we're gonna try that later. And what else do I got up here? Not much. Let's just start off with a light-hearted little thing here, and then we'll move on to the big girl stuff. How about that? about that. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's see. We're gonna talk about the big girl stuff. The stuff that's been going on in the media. Oh my god. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to talk about the whole student loans fiasco and the whole Trump fiasco, but I was just like, if I get myself into that realm, I won't be able to like backtrack. And I don't want to do it. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. Um, so I'm trying to share my screen, but I keep getting distracted by my phone. Na, 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 na. What is going on? Oh. I've been trying to be like that person and using all like the stuff that everybody uses. So I downloaded Reddit. I don't understand how to use Reddit, but I downloaded it in the hopes that like when I run out of like content, like I could find something to talk about because it is really hard trying to curate a whole 2 hours worth of like talking on here. It's ridiculous. So I was on there for a quick hour or so, just scrolling and scrolling. And honestly, you get lost, same way I get lost on Instagram. But nowadays, Instagram is not all that captivating that I don't stay on it for that long. But on Reddit, there's a whole bunch of like everything. So, and I don't like reading. That's another thing. I have to like push myself into reading. But I found this post and I thought it was hilarious, and it just describes me like to the T. It's like too young for Facebook, too old for TikTok, I'm too ugly for Instagram, and too stupid for Twitter. Where do I go? Obviously Reddit, and that's where I am right now. I have no idea on how to use Twitter. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I have no idea what I'm doing and how I'm supposed to use it. And then Instagram is just like before I felt like I was hot and popping. Now I'm just like it takes me like 45 minutes to like debate with myself whether or not I want to put myself out there. And then when I do, it takes me another 45 minutes to put on makeup. And then when I finish putting on makeup and I take 45,000 different pictures and I try to pick one, and then when I get to the one that I like after I deleted all of the other ones, I'm like, never mind. So, and then TikTok, listen, I tried it when it came out and it was the whole musically thing, and that didn't work out. And Facebook is just there for like family, but even then it's just like don't nobody none no family of mine uses Facebook to talk to me anyway, so there's no real logistical reason for me to have a Facebook, but I have a Facebook. So where do I go? I wish Vine was back. Would I have been a Viner? I don't know. I know I made a couple here and there when it came out. I don't know. I feel like I need a platform, and I don't know where to go. I do gravitate more towards Instagram because it's just easier for me to use. TikTok I like, but I don't like the fact that I can just aimlessly scroll for hours and hours and hours. And like I'll tell myself like, okay, that's it. One more TikTok and you're done. One more scrolling, you're done. And then I'll still keep going. And like I can't. I can't. I can't. Like I had to like cut myself off cold turkey, and like I have to forcibly tell myself, no, you don't like TikTok, because I'll be there for hours. It's a problem. It's a real problem. Okay, but moving on to the actual topic of the day, little Miss Madam, who is on my I don't even know if I should like pull this up. I guess I'll do it. I don't even know if I should pull this up. But anyways, we're going to be talking about Gabbie Hanna, and this is going to be like real quick and real brief because I don't want to give light to this whole, I guess, situation that's was going on, and this happened like a couple days ago. I want to say it happened like maybe Tuesday. But she was trending on Twitter, And me, being the content brain that I am right now, content brain broken, I had to see what the heck for. Because when she's trending, it's always something that's like not good. And the poor girl, I mean, she has done and said some things as other people have, but like, I feel like people took it too far with the hate, that like it was too much. And so I had to go see what she was trending about, obviously, and it was not I don't know. I don't know. It was a video of her sort of just not screaming, but like being very loud and like saying stuff that was weird, dancing around with music, doing all these weird dances and bending over backwards and all this stuff like that. And I'm just like, girl, what is going on? And like, I was looking at it from a standpoint where it's just like, I know it's not like her trying to do it for attention necessarily. I just feel like she's having a moment. And if that, I mean, I don't know. And I don't want to be that person where she's like, well, she's obviously on drugs and blah, 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 and word vomit, all that stupid garbage. Because this is not really the point. I just feel like she was having an episode in a sense. Like she was just not here. She was just not here that day. And I don't know what happened, but she went live on TikTok and she did and said some stuff. And I was just like, you know what? And then everybody's like clowning on her and dogging on her. And like, again, I get it. I was like, she has done some things in the past, but I feel like, and especially at during that time, when was it? Like maybe like 2016 or 17, when all of that stuff had popped off and everybody hated her. I was like, people that don't even know her like that are dogging on her just because it's like the fun thing to do, because everybody's hating on her and they didn't have like a legit reason to like not like her, that they just like recanceled her again and recanceled her. And I was just like, for what though? So I feel like she was just like having a moment, like not knowing like what the hell to do. But yeah, everybody was like dogging on her and saying that she's doing it for attention or all this. Like they weren't saying, like when they said like, oh, she's obviously having an episode or whatever, they weren't saying it with like the best intentions. They were saying it in the way that it was like they were just like trying to dog on her, which I quite frankly didn't like. Um Let me see. So obviously it was something, and I'm not gonna play the video because it's just, why? Why? But let me just show you what was going on in the Twitter realm. And honestly, Twitter is another place where it's not a safe space, but yeah, that whatever. Whatever. So Megan Ranks was out here, and this is a good post though. I'm gonna show you the weird bad comments that were on her TikTok in a second, but she kind of explains how I was feeling, and it just says that watching Gabbie Hanna film what seems to be a psychotic break isn't funny, nor is it entertainment. Your followers and friends may have gone through something similar. Remember that before you gossip or comment on it. That's how I felt. Like for a split second, I was like, the fuck? And then after I kept like watching it, I was like, she's not okay. Like I don't think she's okay. Like she's still a human being that like deserves respect still. And the only thing, honestly, while watching the video, when she was doing all of that, my main concern was like, she's not okay. And the other thing was just like, her titty's gonna pop out. She was wearing this like bodysuit where it was just like really smallly cut. And she kept doing all these dances. And I was like, girl, I hope your titty don't pop out while you're doing this on TikTok live. Like, please don't. Like, if you give them another ammunition or bullet to like throw at you, I was like, please don't. Like, I kept like, I was like, oh my god, just like keep it in the shirt, girl. I know, I just keep it in the shirt, girl. That was like another thing that I was like so concerned. I was like, oh my god. But anyways, these are the comments that I'm referring to. Her mental state does not justify her racist, transphobic, or creepy remarks, which she has said before. I'm merely asking that we don't view psychosis as entertainment. Many of us has first or second hand experience with it, and finding it funny furthers the stigma. So here are some of the comments. Bro, I'm dead ass crying at these. Shaving her head video next. Smile, we will be in the next documentary soon. The mental breakdown is so entertaining. Most entertaining content she ever made. I love this. You're fun. Like it's not funny. It's not. I don't think it's funny. It's not. Do you think she might be trolling? Like, even if she was trolling, like, which I don't think she was, it's like people acting that way is not good. It does not look good at all. So, wasn't gonna talk about it, but I just wanted to briefly get on here and give my 2 cents. I'm not showing the video. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna be those people. But like, again, she has been a problematic, controversial person in the past, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't get to be human and have these moments. And like, because had it been another person who hadn't been through all of that, it would that people would have been all over it, and would have called certain people. People would have been called to her home, and all these like mental health checks would have been done. But because she has been so like dogged on for like a lot of things, and even to the point where it's just like, okay, it's too far with the cancellation. It's like she said some bad things, but like now you're taking it too much just because you're doing it just to do it. So I just feel like, oh my god. What does it say? Fun fact: you can be worried for Gabbie Hanna's mental state at the moment and still be pissed that she's saying racist shit like this isn't mutually exclusive. Like, okay, exactly. Like, you can be worried about her mental health, but just because you're worried about her mental health doesn't mean that you don't think that she has been a bad person in the past. In the past. In the past. What the heck? So, that is what was happening. I didn't like it. I had to log off after that. I was just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So that is that. I'm leaving that at that. We're gonna move on. Gabbie Hanna, hopefully you can get the help that you need. Hopefully, I hope that after that went a little too far in the media, somebody close to her and or family. Oh, my belly button ring is like off the chain right now. Ow. Pulled it. Hopefully someone close to her or like even her family or whatever, has come out to like say, hey, like check up on her. Hopefully she got checked up on. Is all I'm asking. All I'm hoping for, to be honest. So we pray that you get better, even though I don't pray, but someone out there, I'm sure does pray, and I hope they pray for you to get better. Whatever. Wishing you the best. But that was just not okay. I didn't like how people do that. It's just unacceptable and just weird. Um, let's see what else is there. I'm gonna save Andrew Tate for a little bit later because I'm just like not in the mood. Oh, so then the other thing is there's this TikTok. I'm gonna see. I hate how TikTok be lately. How do I like search on TikTok? Because I know if I wanted to find my Instagram page, it's instagram.com/my username. Why can't I do that? Let me see if I can do that. I'm looking for a specific account that I want to share with you guys that I thought was kind of interesting. I was watching somebody react to it and I said, ooh, I like this stuff. Let's see. 404, page not found. Okay. Great. I don't know how it works. My mic is losing its mind. You see it? Okay. So there's basically like a TikTok account where like people just share secret things, but like they're facing the other way. And I think it's quite interesting that I just wanted to like look at a couple of some of them and see what their secrets are. Some secrets are, very like, oh, and then other secrets are like, what? So let's just see what's going down. So the TikTok account is called share.secret. Here's one. Oh, forgot that you can't scroll.
That speaker was broken at work, but it was not. I just wanted it, and everyone gives me trash. So if I say something is trash, then they give it to me. And so that's what happened to the speaker at my job.
Huh? You
I
said what
told
now?
everyone that speaker was broken at work, but it
Okay.
was not.
So a long time ago when I was little, my cousin and I were just kind of bored and we decided to play a little prank on the neighbor. So we wrote this like letter saying that we had like kidnapped her daughter and that she had to pay like
Stop. Stop. No, wait, stop. That's too far.
this amount of money and she had to like drop it off in like
So when you were little, you created a ransom note.
a certain place. And we're like so little, like the letter probably didn't
How little? Please say like 5 and you saw like an action movie or something.
even make sense, but they eventually like they found it because we left it like on the door and they thought it was real, so
No
they
shit.
called the cops and like it was a big thing.
No shit.
You know, they came to ask like my aunt and stuff and we just pretended like we didn't know, but they were like super scared and they thought something bad had happened and it was like a big thing, but we never told anybody.
That poor family was probably like freaking scared shitless for years, thinking that someone was plotting and scheming, and you stop. That's not real. That's not real. What is my dog doing? My dog is destroying one of his toys, and I literally look at him for a second, and he's just like, no, good. Destroy your toys. That means you like them. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Okay. But as if like your friends and family don't know that you own that shirt. Like once you do one of these videos, you have to literally destroy the shirt entirely, burn it, make sure nobody ever saw you with that shirt. And your haircut. I was like, I get the whole being anonymous thing and talking into the mic with your face facing the other way, not looking at the camera, but like somebody knows that you own that shirt. You got to get rid of the shirt because it's not a secret anymore.
So a long
Oh
time
my
ago
gosh.
Sometimes when I'm walking down the street, I pretend like I'm a drag queen performing on stage, a really, really long stage.
Oh. Okay. Cute.
At one of my best friend's graduation parties, I hooked up with his aunt like 15 years ago now.
Mm-mm. No. No. That's not what happened. That's literally not what happened. That's not what happened. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. Stop. They should really like put like a whole screen. Like I shouldn't be able to see like his sweater. Somebody knows a person with this sweater and this voice. Stop playing. Somebody knows that their aunt was at their graduation party with a guy that sounds like this. Stop it.
I never told anybody.
Well, now you told us.
The only time I've ever been hit on at work is by male customers in at least their 30s who think I'm a lady. I'm a man.
Oh.
I'm
Damn.
19.
Damn.
It's happened twice.
Oh.
It's always the same coworker who is talking to those customers as well. And he comes over and says, "Hey, Kiefer." And I say, "What?" He says, "Those customers, they really like you." And I say, "Yeah." And he says, "Yeah, they think you're a chick."
Poor guy. But he has great lock of hair. He has a great ponytail, which I love. Poor guy. He'll be all right.
And I look at him and I'm not happy with him.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's cute. I'm telling you, the minute he grows a beard, nobody's gonna be questioning it. Even a mustache. Look at him smile.
A lot of my coworkers and friends have this expectation that I'm so sweet and so nice to people, but I don't think I live up to those expectations because I actually really don't like people.
Same. Me. That's me.
I prefer being on my own.
Same. Except I don't think that people think that I'm nice because I always have resting bitch face all the time. So yeah.
So my secret is that wearing sunglasses kind of makes me feel more secure or confident in what I'm saying. It is likened to the effect that being on the internet and being able to just type to a screen has. It's weird. I broke up with my girlfriend with my glasses on, and I don't think I could have without them.
Aw. I don't know what to say to that.
Years ago, the only reason I continued living was
Okay. Okay.
So
Too
I got a
too sad for me.
secret that I found out about the family. An uncle of mine had disappeared in Afghanistan, and nobody knows why. He had a car, he had a business he was starting, he had so many things going for him, but he up and left. Didn't take his keys, not his clothes, didn't tell his wife, his mom, nothing, just left. Come to start investigating, his brother started telling the family that he got kidnapped by the Taliban or that he was into something and something happened to him. That was the
Okay.
story that went around to the females in my family.
Okay.
And one of my cousins told me that just had gotten back from Afghanistan. He was out there and he just had gone back. He had told me about what really happened. He told me for whatever reason that the brothers got into an altercation. They got into a fight. And he killed him. He killed him, disappeared him, hit his.
No. We're done. We're done here. Stop.
His body from the rest of his family and acted like nothing happened. To this day, my mom, my grandma, my aunts, they all believe that the Taliban took him and disappeared him, but it's their brother that calls them every day.
Oh my god. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Now that is a secret. That is a secret. Oh my goodness. The poor guy. And he's holding on to that. And he's not going to tell nobody because that uncle that uncle is not very trustworthy. Oh my goodness. I didn't know he was going to take it there. Moving on. On a lighter note, I was not expecting that. We're just gonna cleanse our palate. We're just gonna cleanse our palate. We're just gonna cleanse. We're just gonna do a cleanse. We're gonna move on. Obviously, I didn't see none of these beforehand, so there was not much for me to prep. But like, Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Anyways, on a lighter note, that's not really much lighter because it has to do with the state of the world's climate. Really something that nobody wants to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it because I have a good feeling something really weird and catastrophic is going to happen to the planet in the next 10 years. And in the next 10 years, I'm going to be alive, and I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't. But I'm sorry. I'm like picking at my face because there's a pimple. I'm like, that's not good and healthy. Like, don't pick out your pimples, people. It's not good. So basically, celebrities in the good old state of California don't think that there's climate things happening in the world where you like have to reserve, water, especially in like California, because there's a thing called like droughts, and like fires and stuff like that. So here's a little bit of a thread where it specifically names, but I know there's more, Kim Kardashian, Kevin Hart, and Sylvester Stallone, who are being accused of drought restriction violations. Are we surprised? No. By Kevin Hart a little bit, but again, celebrity, not surprised. You had one job. So basically, These celebrities were amongst more than 2,000 customers who recently were issued notices of exceedance by the Las Vert, in Spanish is Vírgenes Municipal Water District, indicating that they had surpassed 150%, not 100%, 150% of their monthly water budgets at least 4 times since the agency declared a drought emergency at the end of last year. Must be nice. Kim Kardashian used 232,000 more gallons of water than she's permitted to in the middle of a historic drought. Sylvester Stallone went 230,000 gallons over his allowance. The average Angelino uses 72 gallons of water per day. How did you get from 72 gallons to 232? I'm gonna hold my thoughts. Dwayne Wade. His $18 million Hidden Hills property exceeded its allocated water budget by more than 140%. Oh my god. I'm confused. Or 90,000 gallons. That was an improvement over May when the property exceeded. Oh, okay, so he brought it down a little bit. 489 gallons. 489,000 gallons. What the fuck? Why? Why? Let's see. They have more than 500 mature trees on the property, including innumerable fruit trees as well as pine trees. Sylvester Stallone's attorney said in a statement on why his client used 230. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, and I don't live there. But still, like, just because you have all these fancy trees, cut them all down. Cut them all down. That's another thing. Just cut them all down because they're all gonna burn down anyway. With all these fires that's happening, like, I don't understand it. Oh, but I have all these mango trees and fruit trees and avocado trees and my beautiful ferns and aloes and no. First of all, you don't need 2.26 acres of properties. Just like why? Why? You don't need all this land. You don't. Poor California. I don't know what they're going to do, but this is a problem. Let's see. Let's open up one of these threads and see what's happening here. Of course, rich people use way more water, but wow, do they use a lot more. There's no reason to be using 150% more water than you're allowed to. I don't care. Like downsize. I get the reasoning for people wanting to, buy big ginormous houses enough to like fill, their for their families and stuff like that. But some of these homes, like let's look up Kim Kardashian's homes. Like her houses. I'm assuming she has more than one, but let's see. Like you just realistically don't need that much space. Let's see, how do I find I feel weird searching Kim Kardashian's current house. But I need to know like how big it is. Kim's $60 million Hidden Hills estate. Nobody needs an estate, okay? Nobody. If you're calling it an estate, it's too big. Unless you have your entire extended family living in that entire estate, fine. But you don't need an estate. The home formerly known as Kim and Kanye's primary residence is now just Kim's place. Okay, but like, what does it look like? Why do they always got to do? See, now why? No hate, but why they got to do Chloe like that all the time? She got like a tooth hanging out a little bit. Look at them looking fine. And then you got Chloe's little tooth hanging out. Why did they do that? Why do they do that? Is that her house? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do some investigating. Ugh, I hate these websites that like take forever to load because they have all these freaking ridiculous ads on it. I'm just gonna look up images and hope to God, hope to somebody that I'm looking at the right property, hopefully. Okay, what I'm assuming is to be her place, and I think this is her place, is this one. Again, she has her North. God, I forget their names. Saint, Chicago, and the last one, Psalm. So it's her and 4 children. That's 5 people in a house. And with occasional family coming home or coming over here and there. Tell me how. Explain this to me. There's about 1, 2, what looks like 3.5 houses all put together. Who needs that much space? Who needs that much space? And this is like an overhead. Like, look at how big that is and just why. And I'm assuming all of this extra stuff around it for like privacy and stuff, you have to water and stuff. And it's just like, why? You get this ginormous pool, this ginormous lawn that I'm assuming you have to water all the freaking time. This, whatever this over. Oh, what did I just do? This, I'm assuming, is a guest house. Then you have this and this and this and this. And it's just like, it's too much house for one person. It's too much house for one person. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand. All right, let's see who else's house. Let's look at I guess Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart is in this whole controversy as well. Let's see what Kevin Hart's house looks like. Which one is the current one? Former home, so that's not it. Is this it? I just want, why can't people show me what I want to see? Oh shoot, it's a whole video. I am not gonna watch a video and get copyrighted. No. 42-acre Calabasas compound. See, when you call it a compound, when you call it an estate, it's a problem. When you call it a compound, we have a serious issue. There's no need for, and again, it's Kevin Hart, his 2 youngest babies, then his 2 oldest children, who I'm pretty sure are going to be leaving quite soon. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, they're getting older, they're probably on their way out. Who needs 42 acres of property? Especially in California, where the water is I don't know. But I mean, hey, if you haven't, you know, flaunt it, but at least be like more, you know, I wonder if this is it. Be a little more caring for the environment. Jesus Louise, like I would, this looks like it. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the pool she was taking pictures in front of. This is the house. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's look at the aerial shot. That's obviously the house. Right here. This one. That's the pool. Damn, at least it's one just thing here, but like still. Damn. And then all this extra space back here too is just like, oh my god, all that grass they probably put back there. Living in this cul-de-sac. Look at this house over here. People are just, listen, the things we do with money is insane. I know that if I ever came across that amount of money, I'd get a big house. But like, I don't need an estate. Probably I'll get like a 4-5 bedroom house max. Because again, I don't want a whole bunch of people in my house either all the time. At least me right now, I don't want a whole bunch of people, as you can see, being interrupted several times. I don't want a house that big for no reason. It just makes no sense. So to have 42 acres of property like that, I just can't fathom it. I cannot. It's too much. There's just literally no reason for it. For California, they're struggling and they don't even know it. You got all these forest fires or whatever you call them, wildfires. All the celebrities are using water. It's a whole big ordeal. It's a whole big ordeal. Okay, we're gonna do the Andrew Tate thing next, and then we're gonna try the G Fuel thing only because I would have to go downstairs and get the G Fuel out of the refrigerator, and I really don't feel like doing it right now. So we're just gonna move on to Tater Tot, and then we're gonna try the G Fuel last, and then I'm gonna get going because it is Friday. People at my house. If there wasn't so many people in and out of my house today, then I would have been, whatever. I would have kept going. But like now, I'm getting to the point where I feel like if another person comes and tries to knock on my door, I'm gonna lose my marbles. So let's see. No. I was literally gonna show the Andrew Tate video and like this. Damn it. Uh-oh. This video has been removed for... Oh no. If I try to show it, are they gonna get rid of me? Oh my goodness. Let's see. That's not good. Wait, does that mean that he has been banned from YouTube fully then? Shit. God dang it. He did this final goodbye video, which I'm pretty sure has been taken down from everywhere. Oh, it's on Vimeo. Wow, look at that. I'm not watching the whole hour of it. But the guy's been taken off everywhere, and then for some reason Tucker Carlson felt the need to put him on Fox News to talk about him having his what was his first rights or whatever his what was it called? I'm blanking. I'm not American. Is his I know they got him all the way out of here, and now I can't even talk about it, and I'm nervous to talk about him. Oh no, I had this whole thing lined up to talk about him, and now it's gone, and I'm a little nervous talking to him to talk about him. Dang, now he's on Vimeo. I don't even trust it. Is there a transcript I can read? Because I'm not doing it. I don't want to touch this. I'm a small channel too. They'll swipe me in 2 seconds. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Can I just for a second? For a quick second, my final message.
I was thinking for a long time.
Just even him talking like makes me want to like. Should I watch it? Well, I'm reacting to it. I'm not. It's not my propaganda. You know what I mean? I'm reacting to it. Damn it. All right, real quick. Let's just see. You know what? I'll be smart about it. H3. I'm not saying I agree with the stuff he said, but canceling somebody from the platform is wild. It is a little bit wild, but like, it was just too much. If he had just calmed it down a little bit and he wasn't going every freaking where, just like talking a whole lot, then it probably would have been, shoved under the rug. But like, since it was everywhere, it started with who did it? Instagram, and then once Instagram and everybody starts talking about it, it's a freaking snowball. And then that's honestly what happened. Had he not been so freaking wild, he would have been fine. He honestly, for me, he would have been fine. But he just did a little too much, and that's why everybody felt the need to ban him, just because it's the trendy thing to do. Which, I mean, he was saying a lot of shit, but if he kept his mouth closed a little bit and wasn't going on Aiden Ross's stream 24/7 spitting the same bull, he would have been fine. All right, I'm gonna trust this chatter here, and I'm just gonna play it. Nah, I don't trust it. Hold on, I'm gonna look up to see if H3's video on YouTube is still up, and if it's still up, I'm gonna do it. All right, we gotta. I don't need no strikes. Exactly. Aiden, I'm surprised nothing happened to Aiden Ross, to be honest with you. And Aiden Ross milked that whole thing. I wonder how much like viewership he gained through all of that, to be honest with you, because he was on top of it when he was popping. He was on top of it when he got removed off of Instagram, and then I can't remember. if it risk it for the biscuit. I don't know if he was like I gotta see though. If I wonder if Aiden Ross did another live with him before all this went down. I wonder if he's like done from Twitch too. Nope, the H3 video is still up, so we're just gonna look at it real quick. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. I'm gonna jump around. I'm not gonna listen to a whole hour
Start this
video.
because it needs to be concise and compendious, but I also want it to be very, very comprehensive. And I guess the best place to start is at the beginning.
At the beginning of what? When I was 5 years old, like mom, she left me at a grocery store. Like how? Come on.
Many different versions of
Come
my
on.
life story, which have been put on the internet as of late and from many years ago. But I'm going to give a very, very quick overview of my story. My life has always been difficult. I've certainly had a difficult life. I preach to the people who follow me that as a man, trauma and difficulty is extremely important because it's the building blocks.
See, you know, I would take you seriously, but why is this video over here back here? You know, you're trying to what? What are you trying to do with your channel in the background? I mean, come on. Come on. His eyes are so small. You know what? You know who Andrew Tate looks like? Let me tell you right now who he looks like, and I think it was funny. This is who he looks like. Right here. If Blue Man Group and Megamind got together, Andrew Tate would be his child. Look at it. They look exactly the same. The same. It's uncanny. Freaking weirdo. Let's see. Okay, fine. For real. Let's look at it. True. He's always wearing sunglasses. You are so true. All right, for real though. Let's watch the video. Wait, where am I? What is this? Oh, okay. Here we go. For real now. Hello. Oh no. What's happening? They don't want me to watch the video. They don't want me to watch it. Why is it not playing? Why is it not playing? What's going on? Oh no. They're on to me. The hell? All right. Hold on. They know what I'm up to. Is it just me or does this not want to play? God damn it. Now when I'm trying to take a risk, they won't let me do it. How stupid. Where else is this on? I need to watch it now. I'm invested. I need to watch. I guess Vimeo? Do I go there? That's where it's on. Don't tell me he's banned off of Vimeo too. Bro, they're on to me. They don't want me to see it. They're on to me.
On the chair, slapped me in the face from behind.
Whoa. 2 minutes in and we're already being physical. Hold on. Wait a sec. I'm shaking. All right. Calm down. Here we go.
I'm not going to call the school bus driver because they're busy driving. Son, if you want to deal with this, you're going to have to deal with it yourself. And I said, but Dad, they're bigger than me. What do you want me to do? There's 2 of them and they're bigger than me.
No, I'm telling you, they don't want me to watch it. They don't want me to watch it. That's what's happening. I think this is a sign, and I want to tread lightly on this situation. But I think everybody's trying to watch it right now, to be honest with you. Why is this happening? I want to see the top G talk the real stuff, the real deal things. 1.4 million views on Vimeo, bro. Does nobody else see something wrong with this, or is it just me? I think there's something wrong with this. It's not good. People literally. All right, fine. I tried. I tried my best. It's not working. I'm invested now too. Listen, I'm trying. Okay, all right. Let's pray to the top G gods. Let's pray to the top G gods real quick. Tater tots, please. Please. This is the propaganda you want me to see, so let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, wait a second. Wait just a goddamn second. It might be on YouTube still. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. Awesome. It's on YouTube. Okay, let's get it. It's on YouTube. I found it. Maybe it's just that one channel. Okay, we're back. Here we go. What? No, I don't want no YouTube TV. What the fuck?
And compendious, but I also want it to be very, very comprehensive. And I guess the best place to start is at the beginning. There's been many different versions of my life story.
Why he got like his head and his ears don't match, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. That's mean. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Put on
No need to bully on
as
here.
of late and from many years ago.
And also, why is he doing the vagina hands? Anyways.
But I'm going to give a very, very quick overview of my story. My life has always been difficult. I've certainly had a difficult life.
I can imagine.
I preach to the people who follow me that as a man, trauma and difficulty is extremely important.
Are you serious right now? Coming from the guy who has been going on for months and months and months about how men have to, I'm gonna let you talk, Andrew.
It's the building blocks for mental fortitude and physical fortitude. So I'm very, very happy that my life has been difficult because it's impossible to become a capable man or a man of my capability without struggling with facing serious adversities, without trying to overcome often insurmountable.
I'm sorry, but like I'm bored. When does he get to the good stuff? When does he get to the let's skip around a little bit, hopefully.
With this, you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. And I said, but Dad, they're bigger than me. What do you want me to do? There's two of them and they're bigger than me.
Be a top G, his dad said. Then his dad told him, be a top G. You can do it. You can fight them.
School and I was holding a lunchbox. My dad pointed.
I wonder what his dad thinks about the whole bubble water thing.
Teach him. So weeks had passed. It was a few weeks. They kept picking on me.
And I also thought that he was being, playing a character for the whole internet. But like this is who he is. This is like, and now that he's being taken away from everything, he wants to it's like a personality disorder or something where he thinks that oh my God, it's creepy as fuck. I don't like it.
So what happened? And I said, that kid, I won't say his name. I said his name at the time. I said, that kid, he hit me in the face. And I just.
Oh my God, I'm trying to let it hurry up and buffer. I don't want to go too far and then,
I had enough of getting hit in the face. And I was still.
Oh, Andrew Tate had enough of getting hit in the face, but he'll go for hours. He'll go for hours hitting other people's faces. Am I right or am I right?
And hoping someone else is going to fix your problems is not the way a man should conduct himself.
Okay.
When I left Chicago, I moved to Luton, England, which was multiple times voted the worst town in England.
Hold up. Who's doing all these tremendous edits over here? Hold up.
High crime rate. It's a very bad area. My mother and father broke up, so I was in a single mother household.
Whose house is
it? And now I'm a person of color.
Is this his dungeon?
In a single mother household. I'm also the only American at the time in Luton. And I had.
You are not an American. Why are you speaking with this stupid British accent? Talking about and you ain't no freaking American. Then quit with the fake accent then. Talking about You an
And
American.
again,
Come
repeat
back
problems
to
in school
America
whilst
then.
picked
Since you're
on.
such an American, come back to America then. Let's see. Tell me why you can't set foot in Miami. You know, tell me why you can't set foot here. I mean, come on.
For being the only American. I was picked on for not knowing things I should have known because I hadn't been through the English educational system. I'd been through the
The
American
poor guy was
educational
bullied. Oh
system.
my god.
And I had trouble in school again, but I stuck up for myself. Fortunately, nothing got violent at any point. But when people made fun of me, I stood up and said, listen, don't make fun of me.
I don't care if you're. I
But
don't
we
care.
were very good friends, and I stuck up for him and prevented anyone else picking on him, emotionally affected. What I have done is I've allowed certain narratives to gain
The
traction.
only thing interesting about this entire video is what's going on in the background over here. He has had like 4 different backgrounds.
Which I shouldn't
What is
have
that, a
allowed to gain
starfish?
traction.
Or is
Because
that an
they didn't
octopus?
personally bother me.
It's an octopus. Is it an octopus?
Because I know they are false. I live with a very, very pure heart. I'm a religious man.
Wait
I
a
go to
second. Wait a
church.
second. I just missed that. Is he black? He just said he's a person of color. Stop. Stop. We're gonna look this up. A different tab. I learned my lesson. What is Andrew Tate's ethnicity? Now I'm invested. How do you spell ethnicity? Ethnicity? I went to school. African American? Stop. Wikipedia, stop. Wikipedia, you need to stop. Stop. Wikipedia, stop it. His African American father, Emery Tate. Stop. I don't trust Wikipedia. Fake news. Wikipedia is fake news. I don't believe it. Stop. Hold on. Let me just show you what I'm looking at right now. This is so interesting. I have to. Hold on. Everybody needs to know what's happening here. He said he's a person of color. I don't like what's going on. Wikipedia. We gotta tear the whole site down. Ridiculous. He said it when he was talking about Ludin and the edit came up. Emery, I don't like his first name. I'm sorry. It's when people name their kids, their boys like Lindsay and stuff like that. Like Emery, come on. December 14, 1986, American British. He's not British. He's not. Enough of that. Stop. Where did I see it? His African American father and his mother. Okay, what about his mother? What is his mother? Where is his mom from? This is not good. This is not good. I wonder if he's ever said the N-word. I wonder if he thinks he has ever, I wonder if he thinks he has a pass to say the N-word. Ugh, I hate Wikipedia. I don't understand it. Okay. Where is Andrew Tate's mom from? Okay, his mother's British. All right, fine. We'll give him a pass for the stupid accent that he thinks he picked up, which I doubt it. First of all, let's see, when did he move? Maybe I'll give him a pass. When did he move? What am I doing? When did Andrew Tate, can't spell, move to England? Is it English Europe? Okay, born in DC, moved to, when he was at 4 years old. Fought out of Luton. And alright, fine. But if this isn't the whitest African American I've seen in my life with this curly hair, I mean, what is this? I mean, come on. You're telling me that's an okay? Fine. I'm not fine. He goes in and out of the accent. Exactly. Like if you were there since you were 4 years old, there's got to be a natural accent. Nobody goes around talking about top G and bubble. They don't talk like that. None of them talk like that. It's not real. Fine, I'll give him a pass. Wikipedia says that he's African American. Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Fake news. I don't believe it. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Oh my god, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? All right, fine.
Who follows me in detail knows I donate huge sums of money to the church.
This is another thing where it's just like, look at me, I'm a nice person, I donate to charity. And what? You still don't, that doesn't give you a pass to, my God.
And as long as I knew the truth of my heart and God knew the truth of my heart,
He's whiter
I
than
wasn't
logic.
interested in lies being purported. I now understand that's wrong because even though I've done nothing wrong, even though it doesn't emotionally affect me, even though God and myself know of my innocence, the public consciousness has been polluted to a point where...
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't, sweetie. You did that all on your own. You know, nobody forced you to get on Aiden Ross's Twitch stream to do all that propaganda stuff. Okay, nobody forced you to send all of your little minions to get on TikTok and do all this other stuff. Nobody forced you to hold all these webcam girls in your basement in your dungeon. Nobody forced you to rip off all these people with your multi-level marketing scheme, with your Ponzi scheme. Please. And the sad music, please.
Narratives are being purported,
Narratives.
which are absolutely and utterly false.
Okay. No.
All they do is just attack me and use
The poor baby's attacked. Oh my God.
fake virtue, the fact they pretend to care, as a reason to attack somebody who they personally don't like. And it's very, very different to actually care.
It's not that I personally don't like you. I can't personally not like you if I don't know you personally. I don't like you.
About an issue or weaponize an issue and pretend to care.
Oh shit. There's an ad coming.
Damage someone else.
Uh-oh. Anyways. Whoops. While that's happening, what's going on in the comments? Is this the first person to get completely wiped from social media? I think Alex Jones got wiped out like this too. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure because I never really followed Alex Jones like that because just like not in his voice. Just like how many packs of cigarettes can he smoke in a day? Like I can't stand his voice. But like other than like in this realm where it's not like so much political, but it's a lot more like YouTube-y, streamy, like all that kind of stuff, for my understanding, I think he's the first one to be like completely banned off of everything. I know like a few years back there was a whole lot of cancel culture where like Shane Dawson and like whatchamacallit, like Jenna Marbles and stuff like that with all the, you know, the race thing going on. Shane Dawson for a hot minute was like, I don't think he was banned, but like on his own accord, you know, his YouTube got demonetized and he was like gone off the face of the earth and like slowly came back, but like completely like shoved off every single platform. I feel like this is the first time where this has happened like across the board. Well, Donald Trump, but not really, because he went and made his own website. I feel like they should all just collectively make their own website and go over there. Nobody's taking away their free speech. Just don't put your speech on here. Like this isn't like a public freaking domain or whatever. Like this is, YouTube is owned, like it's like a private company. Like get over yourself. Like the whole thing, like remember when COVID started happening and people were getting all in their feelings about, oh, Walmart says that I have to wear my mask. I was like, Walmart is a privately owned company. They can do and say whatever the fuck they want to do. Like get over it. Anyways, yeah, the Shane Dawson is the only real thing that I feel like can equate to it, but he wasn't like kicked off because he still came back. I want to know your thoughts on Shane Dawson though. Like it was not a good thing what he did, but I grew up with him a lot and it's just like crazy to let someone like that go. Like I stopped watching for a little bit, but like little by little I kind of like, I don't watch his content a lot as I used to, but like how do you just like quit cold turkey? Like I watch here and there, but like he did some foul shit. Here's my thing. What if one day you blow up and give an unpopular opinion and then that's the thing. That's another thing where it's just like, this is why I don't talk about politics. This is why I don't talk about politics because I'm afraid of that exact same thing. But again, if you weren't as much of a person as Andrew Tate was, where he was just like word vomiting on every platform and just wouldn't take a moment to like chill out, if he took like a week or 2 week break and wasn't constantly doing it, he would have been fine. Because Shane Dawson did all of the racial stuff for many years, and then he got demonetized, and then he came back and he was fine. But if he continually did it when everybody was getting woke, he wouldn't have the opportunity to come back. So if Andrew Tate just kind of like slowed his roll down a little bit and just like calmed down, I guarantee you he wouldn't be doing all of this. The only reason that a lot of these platforms are just trying to get rid of him is just because it's a popular thing right now, and let me be honest with you. All of these platforms didn't do this because they felt like it was their moral obligation to get rid of this guy. Okay, they just wanted to please the masses and look good. They could care less whether he's spewing good things or bad things. That's just my take. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. Same thing when like Pride Month comes around, they just throw rainbows on everything just because like, oh, this is gonna get me more like customers and stuff like that. But it's all bullshit. He would have been fine. Up. Can't hear nothing.
Dispel these myths as hard as I could have, because I understood that these people are always going to hate me and they're always going to lie about me, no matter what I say or do. But considering in light of the final ban, and considering I have a public consciousness, I think it's extremely important that for myself and for my family and for people I care about.
Did you see the excuse me, I think it was like a middle school or elementary school teacher with like an 11th grader talking about they saw an Andrew Tate video and like was telling another 11-year-old girl that he makes money and all the women should be in the kitchen. I was like, dude, you're 11 and your mom doesn't even give you allowances anymore. Relax.
About that I tell the truth and I make the truth known to the world, because that is the only intention in my video, is to sit and tell the truth. And the fact that I'm a very...
You know what, to be honest with you, had he not popped off on TikTok where all the little sticky little children are on, because literally if he had not popped off so hard on TikTok, he would have been fine. But because TikTok is where any and everybody from like literally like 1 year old to like 50, everybody's on it. There was like no avoiding it. He should have calmed down. He should have, and he didn't want to.
Very iron-minded individual who is not negatively affected by these.
Nobody talks like that.
It's not about me. I do not like having long-form video of me cut up, elements taken out of context.
You liar. You literal liar. That is what your entire Hustlers University is where you make videos and they all cut it up and they all put it all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitters and TikToks. You lie. You lie. Why do you lie? Why do you like to lie so much?
The tonality of
You're a liar who lies.
And purporting an image of me that is not true. That's something I do not like. I do not like false accusations of criminal activity. That's another thing that I really do not like. I am totally aware that not everybody is going to like me. I have no problems with that. I think anyone who decides to get big on the internet needs to be very, very prepared for a contingent of people to not be happy with what they say.
Which is true, but you went too far.
I could make a YouTube channel dedicated to the fact that
you could, and you did, and now you're banned. So I don't know if I should really be taking social media advice from you. Sorry. You're not in the right mind if you be giving people advice. I'm sorry.
The world is round, and there would be a large, or people who disagree with me are very, very welcome to disagree with me because they have had a unique life path and a different point of view, and I respect that absolutely. I would never
big homie shout. I'm bored. Where's all the fun stuff?
It's been really, really good for me.
Oh, we're back in the ocean. Oh, never mind, it's gone.
Grow, and for the audience to grow.
What is this
and
in the
I
background?
know I've changed.
What is this? Volcano? This is more entertaining than this going on right now. I wonder what this is, a set or is this a green screen? What is this?
Many other people's minds when they've come to debate with me, and this is the beauty of being human. So I have no problem with being disliked. I do have a problem with a few things.
You don't have a problem with being disliked, yet you made an entire 1 hour and 13-minute video explaining. Okay.
I have a problem with
I said it was gonna be nice.
Long format things I've said being taken out of context, taking a small clip from a 2-hour piece of video, then with careful editing, removing of tonality, and changing my intention behind the words, painting me to be a criminal or a bad person.
No, but you are a criminal because there was that one time where I'm gonna skip to the middle in a second, but like you are a criminal because there was like this one time where like you were raided by the FBI because like, you know, and in a second he's gonna say that he was swatted by the FBI. It's like, you know how some YouTubers and Twitch streamers are swatted because, you know, people are annoyingly stupid, but like you weren't swatted, you were raided. Please. Please. All right, let's get to the middle. Let's see what's going on in 20 minutes in.
Some of them may not, but the ones who are well
Ah,
researched,
god dang it.
know
Another
it's a
ad.
lie.
They know what I want. Grammarly. I don't want to try Grammarly. Goodbye.
Because there's no repercussion. There's no downside to them. Be strong. I say, listen, if you're depressed, you need to get in the gym. A strong body is a strong mind.
I'm sorry, the gym is not going to help depression. At least not for me. That's not the cure all.
And by using my lifestyle, which is an aspirational lifestyle that most men would love to have, purely because of the finance, the cars, the freedom, etc.
I'm bored.
It's very different than the way you can say things in a video that gets 500 million views or 50 million views. You have to change your messaging. The more people you reach, the more important it is that people do not take your things out of context, right? If 0.1% of people misunderstand you on a 500-person video.
Lord Jesus.
Before I continue, I want to say that I often speak to the absolute beauty.
Hold on. Is that his phone in his hand? He couldn't speak from the heart. He couldn't speak from his heart. He had to write these talking points down with little to no emotion to
women. I have a very healthy relationship with my mom.
Oh shit. Okay, so that's his mommy. That's his brother. And what does he look like? No wonder this man is upset because look at his pretty sister. Look at his he just came out to be the dopey brother. I mean, and that's not his fault. He's just mad. Look at him. Jeez, Louis, what's going on with his eyes? And his brother's not that far off. I'm sorry. His brother's is also as bad. But what he did, he wasn't all over the freaking internet, and that's why he's not banned too. Look at Daddy. What is this going on? Why does this hat look like it's photoshopped on? All right. I'm not gonna bash his family. I'm not
around me who truly and utterly love me. I have very healthy relationships with females.
Sure.
I have no.
You wouldn't call them females though if they were healthy relationships.
Criminal charges for crimes against females. Nobody has come forward and accused me of sexual misconduct.
Yes, they have. Stop lying.
Please understand. We'll go into the Romanian house raid
shortly. But it wasn't. He says house raid now, but later on he's gonna say he was swatted. You see, you can't.
Most people in my position of fame have had women come forward and say he raped me. I'm the most famous man on the planet. There's not a single female whose face you can name or whose face.
Yes, that was his daddy. That was his African American daddy, who also looks a little bit light skinned.
Come forward and said I've raped her. Not a single female has come forward saying I've hurt her. Not one. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me
violently and aggressively beating up a girl. Yes, and you're gonna try and weasel your way out of it. And I don't want to hear it.
It was between two consenting adults, and we decided to do something ourselves.
Okay.
We both agreed it was fine, and she has not come forward trying to accuse me of anything. So who are others to do that?
Because
that's just kink shaming, which that's all it is. So no women are accusing me of anything. No women are accusing me of misconduct. I champion women all the time. I say about how they should be protected, how beautiful they are, how much I love my grandmother because of the amount of children she had.
My grandmother had 9 children. There was my father and
my grandma had 13, and my other grandma had about 6, but still I had one that had 13. Well, please, it's not a flex.
They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah, that nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did.
Hello, she was 93, probably living in a world where, bro, is he stupid? No, he is stupid. She was, hello, what age? What year was this in? Of course she wouldn't. She was. This is how stupid this argument is that I can't even form a sentence. What do you mean they're gonna ask about her career? Of course she probably didn't have a career because she was living in a year in the years where women weren't allowed to do anything and were pretty much made to be a housewife. You freaking backtracking weasel.
Nobody asked how many times she went to the club.
Who would
Nobody
ask
asked
her?
if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful.
I talk about how women are unique and special and they can do things that men can't do. And still these clips are taken out of context. Let me give you an example.
I absolutely and utterly love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for.
I'm sorry, but you look like a giant wuss holding the cigar. Right. And in order to feel more manly, as more and more streams started to happen, you decided to take your shirt off because you wanted to appear more manly, but because you were holding the cigar in your
I
hand
would
like
never
a
let a
wuss.
woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman, if someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men.
Do you think he's similar to Kevin Samuels in his message or no? Who's Kevin Samuels and what happened with that? Do I have to? Should I go into that rabbit hole? Maybe not today, but I'll look it up real quick. Who is this guy? Who is Kevin Samuels? Kevin Samuels dead. Who died? Oh, that guy. That guy. Ugh. I don't know much about this man, but I've considering that whenever I see his face, I'm like, oh, that guy. Probably not a lot of good things I've heard from him. I think that was Jordan Peterson. Who was it? The one? Let me see. Giving controversial relationship advice has been trending. Oh yeah, because he died. Oops. Well, that's funny. Well, when you search him up on Google, at the bottom where it says people also search for, there's Andrew Tate and his ugly ass. I've heard of him. I don't know exactly what he has done, but I'm sure of the little clips that I've seen here and there, he's a little bit similar. Again, he didn't pop off so dramatically as Tate did, where he wasn't just, like banned from everything. Tate was just too much. He and then he had the whole website where thousands of people were just reposting everything and just making it all extra. But I have heard a little bit about the Kevin Samuels guy. Yes, similar, but Andrew Tate is just far more worse because he was just more prominent. Like he was just all over the place. Freaking, he was on freaking Fox News with Carl Tuckershin. I think that's his name. Yeah, like who else? I mean, come on.
Life to protect her. I believe that women are beautiful creatures. I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason,
I know a couple of people that would beat all of the tooth you have left. Please.
Never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do certain things and men do certain things.
Now, I believe everything I said. I believe in protecting women. I believe in championing women. I believe in my language. Men do certain things, women do certain things. Somebody, I have no idea who, has made a TikTok where it says men do.
You have no idea who made these TikToks when okay. I said I was going to be nice, and it's really hard.
Certain things, and it shows videos of me driving around in cars, spending money, and women do certain things. And of the cleaning and me being taken out of context has no benefit for me.
Oh, god dang it. Here we go again. Squarespace, not interested. Not interested. I gotta get an ad blocker, but like, who has money for all of that? Not me. Maybe when I get banned in a couple years from now. Alright, I'm gonna quickly skim through this because like he's like regurgitating the same exact point for an hour.
People watch it and know it's not true. The ones who've watched the longer format stuff of my videos.
What else is there? What is this?
My captions were just poetry that I wrote.
Stop. No, he didn't. Wait.
Not happening to other people. We have to change the way we review censorship, banning, content creation, content proportion, all these things. That's fine. If that's the life path which has been chosen for me.
Hold on. Listen to what he's about to say.
I just want to make it clear that I don't like when that happens. I don't want that to happen myself because I don't gain anything from that. On Instagram, absolutely no rules were broken.
No? Finally, an ice cream named after me, Magnum.
My captions were just poetry.
His captions were just poetry, please.
My pictures were just lifestyle.
Who's like
car, house, boat. I never broke any rules on Instagram. I never had any strikes. I never done anything wrong on Instagram.
okay?
The only rule infringements on Instagram were my comment section, where hate mobs inspired by these videos that we've been discussing, these videos which were deliberately taken out of context and deliberately fictional. Hate mobs were inspired at the end of YouTube videos to go to my Instagram.
Shut up.
I've had the tenacity or the
You're talking too
aggressiveness
much.
to have such a fantastic life as I have, that they're going to listen to me to physically dominate the planet. I've done things that men respect and they look up to me. So that's why I can lead them. And I understand my messaging should change in light of the fact that I can be taken out.
Okay. Okay. Now, more sob stories.
It solves men's mental health, and it also makes the world a genuinely
Wait a
better
minute.
place.
Wait a
People are
second.
taking my lessons and me trying to teach strength.
No, there's no way that this man is doing a infomercial in the style of whatever Ron DeSantis has done to spread his views to get elected. All you know, that Top Gun looking video ad that he just did.
And
There's no
misconstruing that as I'm not
way.
trying to teach men to be oppressive or
This has to be
aggressive.
a stock video because if all of these people, like, I swear to God,
That's absolutely not the case.
I swear to God.
And at the same time, they're ignoring my charitable donations to the world. And at the same time, protect her, who can provide for her, who can make sure she's safe. But I don't want anything bad to ever happen to her.
Yes, you do.
My own personal
Okay.
circumstances
Everything
regarding
else
family
looks
or
a little
something are one
bit
myself.
I
boring.
drove my Rolls Royce to Ukraine. I bought hundreds of coats.
I drove my expensive ass Rolls Royce to Ukraine. Make that make sense. Make it make sense to me. I don't make it make sense to me.
And shoes
I bought hundreds of coats and shoes and for women and children
for
fleeing the
women
conflict.
and children fleeing the conflict. I didn't film the refugees. I hate when people do that.
So we'll be documenting.
I almost wish that you did record it because I don't believe that you actually did anything good. And you probably spent about $100 or maybe $200 on all those stuff, and you think that you were doing something. Andrew Tate, a charitable man. He's a charitable man. I can't even say charitable. Please, I drove in my Rolls Royce to a war-stricken country and bought them shoes. I mean, shoes are nice, you know. Some people don't have shoes. I mean, I get it. But like, I drove my Rolls Royce, literally slapped them in my face with my richness, and I gave them shoes that I probably got from Ross. Okay.
That. I think that's a good way for people to start to learn about the truth. I'm really.
What else is here?
That's how it goes.
I never.
What?
Require people to stay away from low quality people.
No.
If you're struggling to find quality men to be friends with, maybe you're not a quality man. Every relationship in the world, including friendship.
I'm sorry, but who's taking advice from this angry man with this hard ass lisp that he has? All right, what's his final message? What is this last minute about?
Which I've managed to build with all of the tenacity and.
Please, for the love of God, nobody sign up for the Ponzi scheme, please.
And I'll finish with a quote from my late father. My unmatched perspicacity.
The fuck does that mean? I know you don't even know what that word means, and I'm gonna look it up. Perspicacity. It's the first one up. I'm sure everybody was looking for that word. The quality of having a ready insight into things. Shrewdness. I'm using big words as if he's... Boy, please.
Coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.
Are you trying to keep up being like as viral as you are forever? Or not forever, but like for...
This is stage one of a 3-step plan. So I'm going to be viral for a little bit longer, then step 2 begins. The conquest is continuing.
So this is just the beginning.
World. Like a lot.
He says he'll own the world. Sadly, the world does not want him. I've never heard that word in my life. He's just using all these big words to seem like big man. Big man knows big words, big tough guy. Stupid. Well, let's just hope that the YouTube gods don't take down this stream. I mean, come on, you can't. Come on, this is we're reacting to the craziness. Come on. That wasn't a quote from his mom. It was a quote from his African American daddy. Okay, let's get it right. It wasn't from his mama. It was from his daddy. Fake news. Oh my goodness, can't believe I've been going on for 2 hours. Wild. My dog is here wanting attention. Can I finish? Whoops, I didn't mean to drop him. It's pretty much all I had planned. The only last thing that I really had is trying the G Fuel drink that you know what G Fuel is? I'm talking to you, drunk, your username, because you're the only person here watching, responding to me. I have the drink G Fuel. I've never had it. I bought one. It was the one that PewDiePie has. I'm down to try it on stream. I've been wanting to start a segment of just like trying random stuff. Because I'm a picky person, I'm a picky eater. So I'm just gonna try like new stuff every week. So I'm down to try the G Fuel if you wanna see me vomit. But if not, I can just end the stream and be back next week with some more stuff. Let me know. Yeah, I know G Fuel. All right. Would you be willing to watch me drink it in the next 2 seconds? All right. You a real one. You a real one. Thank you for watching this whole time, I guess. This is my real first time completely through the entire thing, watching and actually commenting. So you're a real one. Hope I see you next week. I like you. I like you. Let's go. All right, let me go. I'm gonna put this up real quick and then I'll be right back. I can't hear myself. Alrighty, here we go. Salute. It was a great stream. I subbed. Thank you so much. Listen. I had to run downstairs. Oh my god. Exhausted. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I've been wanting to do this for a while and got a little nervous because I didn't want to be in the public eye, but here I am. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. So this is the one I got. Maybe hold on. This is the one I got. It's PewDiePie's. I hate how it doesn't have a flavor name, which is weird. All right, let's see. I am so out of shape. Going up and down the stairs almost killed me. All right, here we go. Clink. Oh. You know that smell some drinks have when they don't have any sugar in it? That's what it. Oof. Okay, here we go. No. It's not good. It's not good at all. I think it's the having the no sugar in it. No. It's a no for me. I'm not even gonna finish it. It's like what Coke tastes like with no sugar. I need sugar in my life. I'm sorry. I don't like things with no sugar or like what is it? Like the Coke Zero, like the fake sugar or the no sugar. Gross. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like a cherry Coke. Oh my god. Mm. Not good. Not good at all. Oh my god. I mean, it's drinkable, but like, nah. I'm not a zero sugar person. I couldn't finish it. But like, no, no, no. I'm willing to try the other flavors though. I kind of want to try the cotton candy one, but that's for another day. But anyways, thank you so much, drunk, for watching. I mean, if you want to follow me on my socials or not, it doesn't really matter. But thank you for watching. I'll be here next week, same time, 8 o'clock, Florida time. My God, Florida. I can't. I hate living in Florida. Anyways, I'll be here next week. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you come around next week. Have a good night. I had fun. I don't know how to end the stream. Oh my God. But okay, bye.